A letter a day to number 10, Saturday the 24th of November 2012. Dear Mr. Cameron, it is my considered opinion that inside every Tory head is to be found the atrophied brain of an 18th century mill owner. I'm sure you would all have applauded the fines imposed on workers for whistling or looking out of windows. In your heads, workers should be grateful for having a job, regardless of pay or conditions, and whether they had to count the number of fingers they are left with after a day's work. It hardly seems fair to pick on that fraud Freud for a second day running, but hey, fairness is really not part of your mindset, so he's fair game. I am, I confess, still reeling that this pillock of the community really said, "We've got the circumstances now where people who are poorer should be prepared to take the biggest risks. They've got least to lose." It's absolutely certain that he's never taken a punt like that with his own life, forced to put everything on the line for a life of poverty elsewhere, working for inadequate pay and capped benefits, providing a top-up barely adequate for much more than the basics of life, if that. You fossils of the past are all the same. Shall the rich sustain the poor? Never. Let it be as it has always been. Give the peasant a potato for his labour, and let his labour feed the rich. The poor are such damnably ungrateful creatures. And if the poor get restless, well then, set them to squabbling over potatoes, and who has the bigger or the smaller? Keith.